Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back on our Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm going to give you guys some pro Fortnite tips that are really going to help you guys out. And one of the tips that I'm showing you guys in this video is something that every single one of you guys have to see. It's a new tip and also a very effective one, and it can help you guys out a ton. And before we get into the video, I have a weekly V-Buck giveaway. I'm going to be giving away V-Bucks every single Friday, and if you guys want a chance to win some free V-Bucks, all you guys need to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and as well subscribe to my second channel. I post a ton of really good content on there, so make sure you guys do subscribe. Turn on my post notifications, and as well leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And if you guys would like to support me as a creator in the item shop, all you have to do is go over to the item shop, go into the bottom right hand corner, support a creator, and type in my code. My code is Younghumor. Type it in and you guys will have me supported as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be going over some of my best pro tips here for Season 9. I'm going to be talking about some things that you guys need to know, and also some tips that are going to be super efficient and also very effective. So the first tip that I'm going to be getting into in this video, and this was made popular just a few days ago by Ghost Aiden. He was doing it in the World Cup, and he was finessing every single player he was using it against. And it's basically how to replace or get the wall replacement on any wall that you wanted to, even if they're holding down turbo build. It's super effective, and to be honest with you guys, I think it's only for controller players. I don't know if you can do this on keyboard and mouse, but for controller players, 100% this works. I even tried it out myself, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. And this works pretty much every single time if you do it correctly. And so I'm going to show you guys exactly what to do and how to do it for those guys who haven't seen it yet. And just by doing this, especially in arena mode, it's going to give you a huge and major advantage against everyone you're going against, because you can replace and get control of any wall. And by doing that, you have a lot of options, especially if they're holding down turbo build. They're not going to realize that you have the wall, which is going to allow you to get an easy shot. And also you can do this with stairs or really any sort of item that you want to. Any sort of build. If you do it with a pyramid, you can do it with a wall, you can do it with a floor, a stairs, any structure you want. But it's really effective when you do it against a wall, because that's mainly what people are going to be holding down when they're inside of a box turtling up. And so this is exactly what to do when it comes to getting inside of the wall. So the first thing you want to do is, if you want to get control of a wall, you want to make sure that your pre-select is already on a wall. If you want to get a cone, make sure it's a cone. So with the wall, you always want to make sure that your pre-select build on Builder Pro is going to be on the wall. And so what you want to do is you want to get the wall down to one shot, so you can shoot it just once and it'll break. And I think anywhere below 30 HP on a wall should be good enough. Anything where you can break it with your shotgun, which is usually the easiest way to do it, or you could even do it with an SMG, I'm sure. But I think shotguns work the best. And so basically what you want to do is you want to shoot your shotgun at the wall, and the second you shoot your shotgun, you want to place the wall at the exact same time, and this is going to allow you to replace the wall right away. And this works every single time if you do it correctly. So again, it's going to be get the wall to one shot, get it to like 17 HP, 20 HP, shoot it with the shotgun at the exact same time as you shoot the shot with the shotgun. That is where you want to place your wall. And once you replace the wall, it's going to replace it instead of theirs, even if they're holding turbo build, and it's going to allow you to get control of the wall every single time. And this is honestly pretty simple to do. It does take a little bit of practice to get the rhythm down at first, because it is kind of weird. I've only been trying it out for maybe like a few hours before I shot this video, but it really isn't that difficult. It just takes a little bit of practice, because it's a little bit weird trying to shoot your shot. You have to get the timing down right, because you want to do it pretty much at the exact same time, but there is a little bit of timing to it. So once you get down that timing and you have everything right, it's going to be super easy to do, and you're going to be able to take control of anybody's wall. And you can even do, if you wanted to, have two walls from each side and just throw off the player that's inside the box. And even if you mess up on one wall, you can just go immediately to the other one and go inside and take control of the wall. So this is probably one of the most effective and efficient tips in Season 9. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you can only do it on a controller. You might be able to do it on keyboard and mouse, but I know controller for sure, and that's what a lot of people have said. So that's what I'm going to go with. You can only do this on controller. But if you are able to do this on keyboard and mouse, definitely let me know in the comments. But I think the real game changer of learning this is going to be in arena mode and playing for the World Cup qualifiers, because this is something that you can use and have a major advantage, because no matter what the ping, and even if your ping is the exact same as the other players, it's going to allow you to take control of the wall, which is a crazy and huge advantage that you can take control of, and just allow you to have just such an advantage in that fight. And it's really going to give you the best chance possible coming up in these few weeks if you want to qualify for the World Cup. So this is a must-have tip and something you guys need to learn. It's super easy to to do, and you guys can learn this pretty quickly, so I'd highly recommend learning that tip. And so getting into the next tip in this video, and this tip is going to be very important, especially in the early game if you're ever in, cities like Tilted Towers, or really any place around the map. It could be Retail Row, Salty Springs, really anywhere around the map you can use this tip, and it's also super effective to do and very useful to learn. And this is going to have to do with pulling out your weapon faster, and something you can do when it comes to going around corners, and it's just really overall a very effective tip and something that every single one of you guys should learn. So when you're going through a door, it's going to be very slow if you guys haven't already noticed. When you're opening a door and want to shoot your gun, there is a little bit of a delay. It's a good solid 1 to 2 seconds. You're not going to be able to shoot at all. It's just super annoying, and if someone's behind that wall, you go to open the door, you want to go for a shot, they pretty much have a free and open shot before you can do anything, which 9 times out of 10 you're going to be losing that gunfight, because you're going to be the one, so whoever pretty much opens the door is going to be the one who loses that gunfight. So that's something you want to avoid. And if you want to be able to open the door without having any weapon swap delay, there's a little trick that you can do. It's also going to be super effective to do. And so when you go through the door, what you want to do instead of just opening the door right away, is once you open the door, you want to immediately switch to another weapon. And once you do this, say if you want to use your shotgun, just switch to your SMG. And the second you open the door, you want to switch from your SMG to your shotgun. This is going to cut out the delay completely, which will allow you to open up the door and immediately have your gun ready to shoot. So this is something that is such an important tip to know. And just because because it's something that happens every single time you're in a building trying to go fight another player, they're right behind the doorway, they close the door, and you want to be able to challenge the other player, but you know if you open the door, there's going to be a good solid 2-second delay on your SMG or shotgun, which is going to give them a free shot and really lower the chances of you winning the gunfight unless they whiff their shot, or they hit you for like a 20 damage shot, wherever the case may be. So what you want to do instead, the best way to go about this, is just the second you open the door, you want to switch weapons. So if you want to switch to your shotgun, like I said, you want to have it either on your SMG or your assault rifle. So when you go to open the door, you switch the weapons, and I think it works too if you have a pickaxe. Maybe you could just hit Y twice. That could also work, but it's just really easier for me if I have my SMG out. I switch over to my shotgun the second I open the door, and that just allows me to open the door immediately and have my shotgun up too, which has really just helped me win a ton of gunfights in that situation, because I've had so many gunfights where I've lost because I really couldn't shoot my weapon. I'm sitting there just looking at the guy, waiting for the timer to go away. Super annoying, so very good tip to know about and a very good tip to learn. Super easy to do like the first one. And so going into the last tip in my video, and this is something that just really helps out for getting a good drop in the early game, and this is really just as simple as using the slipstreams to get a really good drop. And you can use these in a few different ways. You can use it to get down a little bit quicker, maybe you can use it to fly around just a little bit longer if you want to try to get a better drop on a different location, because especially in Mega Mall you're going to have that really big area, and maybe you can't tell from the angle that you're coming in where everything is, so maybe you want to go inside the slipstream to give a little bit of boost, and it's just going to allow you to get a better drop on exactly the item that you want. So that's what I would recommend doing. I would use the slipstreams to your advantage. There's a lot of benefits of using them, and it can really help you out for getting the best drop possible. And by using the slipstream in this example, you can see if you came up from a normal angle, like you came straight down, you wouldn't be able to see the items that are on the sides, like the weapon that I saw right here. You wouldn't have been able to saw that weapon if you would have came straight down, but if you hit the slipstream and came up from a little bit of an angle, you do have a better sight of the weapons that are actually inside of the building. And say if you're dropping on Tilted Towers or wherever slipstreams are, maybe you get a bad drop, you can use the slipstreams to get yourself to a better location. Maybe you want to get on the other side and you got a really low drop. The slipstreams are actually right outside of Tilted and really right outside a lot of locations, so even if you get a lower drop, you should at least be able to make it to the turbine and just be able to use it to get to the location that you want to. That's also another really good reason and another really good tip that you guys can use. If you ever land a little bit lower, you can use this to get to the location that you want. And also something that's very effective that you can do as well is if you're going through the slipstream, if you constantly jump up and fly through the air, it also makes you a slight bit faster, and it makes it so much more difficult for them to shoot you. So even if you're not getting shot at, just being a little bit more cautious and using it to your advantage can be very effective, because it's just going to allow you to save yourself from getting shot at the most. And with that being said, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it, and if you guys could, make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on my notifications so you're notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.